Well, Mom, naturally you're the first person that I turn to, but so when I went swimming with Karla last weekend, I was carrying her around the pool, and I also was swimming like on my stomach essentially, and my legs in the kids section, which is like 1 or 2 feet of water, and like dragging myself along, and there's like all this metal equipment. Somehow, when I took my swimming trunks off after the pool on my inner left thigh, I'm gladly show you a picture. It still has not completely disappeared. It's actually still like somewhat dark brown, and then it's like turning yellow around it. I swear on my fucking life, Mom, that is a bruise, most likely from carrying Karla around the swimming pool. I could be wrong. I know, and also I was moving stuff around my apartment. I've literally been rearranging my apartment. I 100% have definitely not been with anyone else, and that is exactly what Karla's back to accusing me of. So naturally I took my shorts off, and she sees this bruise on my inner thigh, and her mind goes, oh, someone gave you a hickey. And then she tried to she was being all crazy, like, oh, it's okay, we can wear a condom, it's okay, you can be with whoever else you want as long as we wear a condom, and I just won't question you. Well, that made me think that she's fucking cheated on me. So instead of blowing up like I have sometimes in the past because it's fucking ridiculous, I literally just drove them having a health episode to Jazil's neurology appointment to find out some heartbreaking news that his tumor is growing back, and then treated them to dinner afterwards because I had to order some DoorDash to myself, and I was so fucking dizzy I had to fucking order something for myself, and I thought, well, maybe I'll want to eat in an actual restaurant afterwards, so I didn't order anything for them, and I shared some of my fries with Sebastian. But I was so dizzy I couldn't even think of what to order them. And they all don't like chicken anyways. But I just sang Karla our anniversary song the other night. I sent that to you. I partially sang another song. It's by Chainsmokers and someone else. It says, "Back when you were mine." And it's a video about this guy collecting all these memories and videos, and she knows I can relate to that because I have countless fucking saved videos of her in nice videos chats. Anyways, she accused me. We kept going back and forth. It was just a never-ending argument. She kept accusing me, and then she would gaslight and say, I'm not accusing you, I'm just saying this is what I need. I need to feel safe, so I want you to wear a condom, and then we'll wear it for the foreseeable future until I feel safe with you again. And I'm like, Karla, and then she's like, that way you can go live whatever life with whoever you want, and as long as you keep me safe and I can have the same freedom. And I'm like, Karla, you're saying this is what you need from me, so can I please tell you what I need from you? I need you to know that I love you with all of my life. I picked you guys up from your house knowing that I couldn't even come inside because your mom doesn't want me there. And I did it anyways, when a lot of people would have ran away. Because I fucking love you and I just want peace with everyone, including her mother. I've treated Karla to lunch dozens of times since a little beginning of the year. I treated her to Valentine's Day, even though she still wouldn't say that she was mine. I have not tried to mess with anyone since January. And guess what? I couldn't even get it up. That's the embarrassing thing. And this girl looked like a young Beyonce. Her name was Alexandra. I probably sent you a picture. You know, I took her to the Bellagio. Gorgeous fucking 25-year-old. I turned down the offer to be able to date her, or it would have, I guess she wanted polyamory. I turned that down. I could have slept with an amazing woman as many times as I wanted. She worked not too far from me, North Outlet Mall, and there was no promise that I would ever get Karla back, and Karla hated my guts at the time, and was, if she even said anything to me, it was the nastiest, go fuck yourself. And I rejected Alexandra because I was praying to God to get Karla back. But I know how she is. I know that she's accused me countless times. It was literally drove me to insanity. And why I had at least 3 different therapists. The first one she never talked with, had a session with. The other one was Eric, that we did through the phone, through COVID. I appreciate that she at least got on some video calls with us. And the next one was Truss, a big burly black guy that literally seemed like a teddy bear. And I had so many solo sessions with him and told him exactly how I feel. You know, I truly am faithful to Karla, and she just wants to accuse me, and that's not fair to me. And then, you know, bringing up her mother being a barrier between us back then too. And I take full accountability for what I did to drive that stake between us this time around, over a year later. Just because it's been over a year doesn't change what I did. But I think most people would agree that having peace between everyone and everyone forgiving each other and truly meaning it is way better than remaining enemies. Like, that was such a toxic situation where I'm going to pick their family up, but I'm not allowed inside, and her mom didn't even say hi to me, and then, to be fair, I didn't say hi either. Truck behind me now. And I am 100% going home, and I feel like I need to record myself the entire night and so I can simultaneously screen record my phone and have the camera on like a random messenger chat pointed at me while I sleep, because there's a good chance that she's going to accuse me in the morning. Oh, you left because you wanted to be with someone else. You wanted to go be with someone who won't question you, and you can do whatever you want, and you can get all the hickeys on your leg that you want. I swear on my life, Mom, this is not a fucking hickey. I fucking discovered this after taking my swimming trunks off. And you know what part of the problem is? I was probably afraid to show Karla, because I know Karla. She's showed her true colors again tonight. If I showed her that, she would immediately accuse me. That's just who she is. She's doing it again tonight. So if she's doing it tonight, what would change? Especially if it was deeper dark brown. In her opinion, that's what a hickey is. So if she's accusing me tonight, she would have accused me whatever night we went swimming, whatever day. I'm assuming that was a Saturday. So yeah, it was just a back and forth. She put on this amazing, beautiful sky blue fishnet lingerie. Literally looked like a porn star, TMI. But like, this is me pouring out like the reality of my feelings and what happened. She was supposed to come to my place tonight. And then she didn't even invite me over when she said she couldn't make it. And I sent her a video, she didn't even look at it. I texted her, she didn't reply. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna show some initiative here and make it happen because she's the love of my life. And I literally put in all the effort to shower, clean myself up, put on nice body spray, put on a nice gold splattered shirt I haven't worn for her in a long time. And the sad thing is, naturally, she's a part of the reason I finally got around to organizing my apartment more. My side of the room still doesn't look like a storage shed because I had all these black totes, and my TV and mirror were in between the nightstands and the bed. It just looks so ghetto. I finally hung up the mirror, and instead of thinking, oh, maybe Brock wanted to impress me and actually put himself and his place together, instead of respecting that I put in all that effort, she said, oh, you must have been doing that because you were having some other company over. Yet again accusing me. And I know what you're going to say, why do you continue to put up with this, Brock? It's because nobody fucking else makes me happy. This is the fucking paradox. Nobody else makes me happy, so I don't go be with her or take the option to have an open or poly relationship. If I need anyone else, I watch Facebook shorts, or I watch a porn of a girl that reminds me of a younger version of Karla. So many similarities. Or voluptuous Latina Instagram or Asian models. And if I'm spending the time being a middle-aged guy watching those videos, that's time that I could spend being with another person outside of Karla if I wanted to, but no, I choose to watch videos if I ever feel like I need anything extra. And I'm not dumb. Karla will literally pull up videos and be like, look, I got 100,000 comments or likes on my Instagram comment, where she's literally saying how hot this guy is, or, oh, I wish I had a vampire poly whatever person, or bull, or whatever she said. She's literally showing that to me. She would fucking, if I showed her that I commented on a hot chicks video, I feel like it would be a different story. Anyways, it wasn't my intention. I intended to record the audio of a good night of her and I together, but I have the whole conversation roughly, at least inside, of what she was accusing me of. If you ever want to listen to it. Well, she would kill me for saying that, but I'm supposed to be keeping things private between her. But if she can't respect me, I know that's horrible to say, because I literally just posted, everyone should be more like Jesus and love each other. I literally just posted that and meant that with all my heart. And now I'm getting accused of having a hickey on my inner thigh when it's literally a bruise. And the sad thing is, probably from carrying her 180 to 200 pound ass around the pool. I love her for being thick and juicy, but that's the sick joke the universe wants to play on me right now, is the person who I carried in the pool that might have given me that is accusing it of coming from someone else, and accusing it of being a hickey. I should probably think long and hard of what actually causes bruise. I just can't help but use logic and reasoning. I took off my swimming trunks, I had a fucking weird welt on my leg. Yeah, didn't carry Jazzy that day, I don't think. Yeah. So it couldn't have been Jazzy that day. One of the previous weekends, 100% could have been Jazzy. Yeah, I think I would remember if I was with an imaginary woman, if someone was sucking on my leg. I think I would remember that, Mom. But again, I'm getting accused of something that I didn't even do and didn't even get to enjoy. And the funny thing is, if Karla, I said something similar to that, like that to Karla, she's like, oh, those are words of a cheater who you really do want that. No, I'm like, I'm just being fucking real. You're accusing me of something I didn't even get to enjoy because it didn't fucking happen. But yeah, that's not fair to me. And you know what else I'm guilty of? Occasionally I fucking like other girls' Instagram posts, but again, I know that Karla's doing that. I'm not a retard. So why would I completely limit myself from liking other women's nice pictures occasionally, or like a vacation photo going out to eat or something, or just a random positive quote, because I know that Karla's doing it, so why would I let that, something like as simple as that, be one-sided? And I've bit my tongue so many times, and this is something I forgot to tell Karla tonight, because I really don't want to go back and forth and keep pointing the fingers. Somebody was texting Karla while she was video chatting me. If the roles are reversed, she would have asked me, who's messaging you? Show me. I bit my tongue. I did not ask her because I know that's fucking toxic behavior. Just like Joey was trying to control his girlfriend at the lake house. I don't want to be that controlling person. When she told me goodnight shortly after, she said, "Goodnight, Brian." She called me her ex-boyfriend's name. So naturally, I think that could have been who was texting her. If you're so committed to me, why are you texting your ex-boyfriend? I don't know if that's who she was truly messaging. My name starts with BR, his name starts with BR. It could just be a crazy coincidence. Our names sound alike. She accidentally called me Brian. But if the roles are reversed, she would be like, oh, obviously you were talking to him. She'd probably take it a step further and say that we were involved together. This sucks. Like, I literally dream of Karla so hard that she consumes my entire soul. And I'm finally having self-respect for myself and not giving in to her accusing me, because her proposition was, wear a condom with me and I'll let you sleep with me. But I'm not going to stop accusing you of that being a hickey. I want to be protected from any potential STDs. But I'm finally having respect for myself and standing up to her fucking narcissism or whatever it is. And it's funny how she's literally using gaslighting, because she would literally say, I'm not accusing you, and then turn around and accuse me. That is literally the definition of gaslighting. She thinks that she can treat me this way, and she cannot bring herself to have an honest trust. Is a healthy foundation of a healthy relationship, and she knows that, but she's too damaged from her past to have that with me. I guess the fact that we started out with Polly, and she tried to bring up the first year of our relationship, there was the girl Tiffany, And I swear on my life, Tiffany and I, at least Tiffany never brought it up, there was no set plans that I would sleep with Tiffany. I've hung out with Tiffany plenty of times without sleeping with her. And Tiffany knew that I was with Karla. Just because she knew we were poly doesn't mean that like she would want to take her turn with me. So and this sucks because if I continue this recording and recording myself going to sleep, and it might take fucking 2 hours, because I'm stressed and I haven't been falling asleep till like 2:45, 3 in the morning, later lately anyways. I could always just watch something on my laptop. She's gonna kill me for telling you all of this. But like, now that she's chose to do this, and you know, I had self-respect and wasn't going to deal with her accusing me and letting her get her way, because if I wear a condom, then her lie she thinks becomes the truth. Her fear, and I get it, I totally see her side. Karla, supposedly her ex-husband cheated on her. Supposedly she knows about other men who are cheaters. I don't know. She accused me. I would literally lay in my car after dropping off an Uber ride, debilitated from my health problems. I would even tell her what's going on, take an hour and a half nap, and then later she'd be like, you went to sleep with someone else. And I dealt with that for years, and I'm still obviously dealing with it. One time she came over, her water bottle was still there from the weekend prior on my nightstand right down the street here at my old apartment. She accused her own water bottle of being someone else's. Because, a normal person wouldn't leave a water bottle there all week. Dude, she knows I literally work my life away of either driving Uber, delivering food, or playing poker. Guess what? I'm not going to run on Facebook. If we never work out, I might, because I have the right to talk about the abuse she put me through. But I just got done watching Final Destination, and I don't believe in some predetermined fate, or like there's death going around, like some conscious thing going around killing people. I think that physics are just physics. What happened tonight is just the science of Karla being who she is. And me choosing to have self-respect, but by respecting myself, I'm potentially losing her, when it's a giant paradox, because all I want is to be with her. I'm not going to be with anyone else. I'm going home to lay in bed, but you know what? It's just going to continue to be a paradox, because now that I'm not making love to Karla, she's going to accuse me of being with someone else. And I wouldn't even know who to invite. Because my only fucking friends are fucking 60 and 70-year-old men. Look at this. The love of my life. I even hung her on my wall. Oh yeah, I still gotta hang this picture up, but it's there. See, by the hammer and nails. That's her other picture. I just set it there because I haven't decided where to put it. And then this is literally $2,000 to $3,000, or a majority of $2,000 to $3,000 worth of lingerie. Filled an entire tote, and then she took a lot home. I have more in other containers. And then I just moved, because I had to take the top off of this. So other picture was literally just on the top of this tote. So, and I have a card Jazeel gave me. I just took out, there's like a little Spider-Man card. It's probably, yeah, with this stuff. Yeah, it's right there. So a Spider-Man card. I was Jack Skellington for Halloween and she was Sally. So this has a lot of meaning. A guy at the Orleans sold that to me for relatively cheap for the effort that he put in. You know, I got my TVs out. Still was thinking of getting my bigger TV mounted where this is, and then getting one of those mounts that can pop out and face my bed. And then if it's flat right here, I could technically watch it from the couch, but I don't know if that's good. Might be a bad angle because it would be so high and the couch is so low. And yeah, look, literally on my nightstand, faithfulness. Karla got that for me. And I was going, so a lot of her stuff, of our stuff, like movie tickets and old receipts and stuff, I had in like various bags. And I was going, and then some of them in these plastic totes and various boxes. So I went through all that stuff and put it in this tote. And there's still other boxes and bags in that closet that I need to go through that just have random restaurant receipts and memories. And then, yeah, different candle containers. And like, I love her so much. I don't, 99% of the time, I will not light the candles she gets me unless she's here with me so we can use them together. You know, she's fucking uses pretty much all the candles I get her without me there. But that's how much she means to me. Like, I literally have this Mickey and Minnie. This is like a symbol of our love and us together. And she just shit all over that tonight, and it means nothing to her. She literally is the love of my life. She is so fucking perfect, other than her craziness tonight. Everything else about her is perfect. Every time she tries on lingerie for me, she thinks she doesn't look good. She looks like a $200 million porn star. To me, she looks more beautiful than like the girls in the photos. She's like more voluptuous. And I care about her children. I'm frustrated because of my health problems. And this sucks. Like, I'm already debilitated from my health problems. And now the love of my life, the one thing that makes me happy, this is the body spray that I put on for her tonight. The one person that makes me happy in this world. And I also hung these up to impress her. I purposely made my bathroom girly because I thought Karla would like it. She likes butterflies. And tonight she was supposed to come over, and I take olive oil baths a lot, and I made sure to spray down my bathtub so she wouldn't slide and die in the bathtub. But she doesn't know that. She didn't know that I put in that effort because I fucking love her. I should be using my teeth bleached, so I have more kissable teeth. I know this frustrates her that I have all these clothes stuffed up, but I organized this part of the closet a little better. I used to just have way too many clothes stuffed. I need to like store those hangers away. I put on fresh bed sheets. Dude, that's another thing that kills me, that I laugh at, that she's falsely accusing me. So I had the same bed sheets that were on my bed, these like white pink and blue flowered ones. They had not been changed since the last time she came to my apartment a couple weekends ago. And I was sick all week, continuing to use those sheets when they should have been changed when I was sick, like the beginning of when I was sick, because I should be changing my sheets at least once a week. So yeah, beautiful flower print. Why the hell would I have someone over? Why would I make the rest of my apartment start to look better, finally uncover these that were covered with totes, and then not change my bed sheets? And I continue to use the dirty ass bed sheets, like, and then have like a fucking luggage right there. You better believe if Karla came over, I would have found a better spot to put that. I even got this blackberry Dr. Pepper for her to try if she would have came over. I brought it up to her and she's like, "Ooh, I would try that." I still keep the champagne and other alcohol, even though I should be throwing away, giving all this alcohol away because of my heart problem, but she likes to drink, so I keep it. And the funny thing is, this has some connection to her ex-boyfriend Brian, like when they went to New York or something. I don't know. And I got it for us anyways. I got her a bottle and myself a bottle. It's kind of disgusting. I feel like Karla's like gonna fucking cheat on me while I'm like saying she's broke up with me, when I'm literally just gonna lay in my bed and try not to cry myself to sleep. I even ate some birthday cake Oreos to give myself some energy. She said, "Make sure you have plenty of energy." And who knows, maybe I'll lose. The guy that said he was going to back me for tournaments this month hasn't sent me a dime. And I'm an idiot and paid $400 to buy into a tournament, trusting that he was going to send me the money. And here we are. Friday night, he hasn't sent me anything. And I don't want to like be a jerk and bring it up. Because to be fair, he's opening a speakeasy Italian restaurant, I think in Minnesota, so naturally he's fucking super busy with that. And then, but it kills me because he posted he went to like a state fair. He was like petting some sheep. I'm like, oh, so you have time to pull out your camera and pet a sheep. At least that's what I was thinking. But you can't take 2 minutes to send me the $400 you promised me. And he was supposed to send me that the night of the tournament. He said, "I promise you I'll send it tonight," and then he never did. And I get it. You know, when he's backing people, he takes that risk himself. Someone could screw him one day. And he could be waiting to get paid himself, but I am not the person that would do that to someone. I actually did mess up with 1 out of 4 backers I've had. It's not that I didn't. Well, the funny thing is I actually paid that guy back some money. I had like the nut flush, and like the only thing that beat me was like a straight flush, and that's the hand that the guy had, and it was just unbelievable. And I was dumb, and I put the entire bankroll on one table. It was like $600. I paid him back like $300, and then when I offered to pay the other $300, he actually told me not to send it. He wouldn't even give me like a Bitcoin or anything to send it to. His PayPal, anything. So I understand that backers are more worried about anything than me. Gotta be careful. Turn the lights off. I mean, theoretically, I'll just put a pair of shorts on. I don't know. Cover myself. Can you tell I'm losing my mind? Turn the air down. Oh, I already knocked over our picture. Okay. I'm gonna have to prop my phone up somehow to prove that even when Karla accused me, I don't get angry and say, well, screw her. Because guess what? I'm not even really attracted to most other women. I've told her this a million times. I have to like search the entire Pornhub directory before I finally found someone that compares to her. It takes like Instagram models who have millions of followers for a reason, because of how beautiful they are, for someone to like visually be like comparable to Karla, because they're voluptuous and they look good in their bikinis and their pretty faces. And yeah, like the proposition was, you have to wear a condom with me. But she was simultaneously saying, because just so I can feel safe. But then she would immediately follow it up with, because I know that that's a hickey, and it's fucking not. It's literally a bruise. I theoretically could have dropped my phone, and like the corner of it could have fucking poked me right there. I don't know anymore. And just dozens of times tonight. That way, you can go live the life you want. Well, guess what? Here I am living my life, going alone in my bed, not messaging anyone else. Really wish I had a body camera right now. 2 body cameras, one recording at all times. That way a second of my life is never missed. Then she can see that like my only friend I hang out with at the moment is John. I haven't even been hanging out with Rick. John is like 64. Rick is like 72. I messaged Jimmy today. He's like 73. I met a fellow video poker player today, also old gray-haired man, and he's gay. And I took the energy to share that with Karla. We have so much in common, but I didn't even get his contact info. I tried to ask if he had Facebook, and he's like, I don't do the whole social media thing, and then I just kind of dropped it. And he didn't offer to give his phone number, so. But yeah, like, that would have been cool to like have someone to like play next to for hours on end and just socialize. And like, maybe you could teach me something, I don't know. Yep, I'm stubborn. But like at some point, I have to have self-respect. Even all my therapists said at some point, You have to, even you told me countless times. You said, you know, you all suggested that I have self-respect and stop putting up with her abuse, her accusations. Exactly what a narcissist would do. Like, yes, a lot of them have went through trauma and they are rightfully victims, but they shouldn't punish other people with their trauma. I shouldn't be forced to wear a condom literally while Karla is accusing me, and then her gaslighting and saying, oh, I didn't accuse you. Well, I want you to wear it because that is clearly a hickey, and that way you can live the life you want and be with whoever you want, and I won't question you, and you can get your thighs sucked and get all the hickeys that you want. That's what I got falsely accused of tonight. Here we are, August whatever, 2025. In this universe, Brockton Hankins got accused of the love of his life, Karla. Her legal name is Warren. She still can't even get her last name changed. This is the reality. And I flew back from Michigan to be with the person who just turned around and did this all to me again. I drove her family to Jaziel's neurology appointment. I showed compassion for Jaziel when he wanted to take his sandals off at the dinner table in Applebee's, Henderson, and he was trying to take off his tank top, but I respected Karla's wishes because it doesn't matter if he's special needs. You know, a restaurant might kick you out for a tall 10-year-old taking his shirt off. And I just, I forcefully put my hand on his shirt to stop him from taking it off, but I was calmly trying to talk to him, and I was pointing and I was saying, look around the restaurant. But again, taking care of a restaurant bill, I offered to buy her mom's takeout meal, and then it's just sad because she was like, oh, let me take care of it, otherwise she's gonna start drama over me getting her mom Julia, out of the kindness of my heart, an entree. Like, what universe do we live in? But I get it. I did things to contribute to that, and I am sorry every day of my life. But like, at some point I need to wake up and realize we could live together and I could bruise my leg and I would get accused all over again. Karla's showing that she might never change, and I deserve better, and it fucking sucks because I don't want to say those words because I know that she makes me happy otherwise. Whenever she's not doing this, she makes me happy. I laid right here in my fucking bed for 10 months or however long it was. I slept my fucking life away. I wasted the majority of being 39 years old. I just slept it away. $12 to 15 hours a day. I prayed to God, I cried to God. My whole body was filled with cortisol. I listened to her old recordings. I watched countless hundreds of old video chats of her. And every time I looked at her, I knew with all my heart she's who I wanted. And she didn't return the favor tonight. When she accused me tonight, she wasn't talking to me like the guy that has poured his life into getting her back after everything we went through. We've came through hell and back multiple times. I was coming to peace with the idea of spending the rest of my life with her, and potentially, if none of us ever like made more money than we do now, or if I didn't like, my ceiling is probably like 1 to 200K a year from poker. If I never made more than that, you know, even 100K a year, it would still be, we'd only be able to like travel out of the country so many times and me pay for everyone. So I know that our life would still be limited, but as long as we have each other, like, she makes me so happy. Just like time-wise, my brain can't even handle being involved with more than one person. Especially if there was like, we're asking each other how our day or week is going. I wouldn't be able to fucking keep up. My brain can't even handle checking Facebook and YouTube and video chatting Karla. I'm horrible at even like keeping in touch with you and the rest of the family. I don't even barely talk to my nephews and niece and sisters. Your sisters, my dad's side of the family, barely talk to anyone. And Karla thinks in some imaginary world I have time to like be with an imaginary person. And I know that you'll say that I deserve better, but I'm still willing to wait for her because I have no choice. She's the only thing that truly makes me happy in life. Yes, seeing my mom made me happy. Being with family made me happy. But like, after so many days together, you know, we all have like our different pet peeves and nuances, and you know, can only be around the family for so many hours, days at a time. You know, and I, just like everyone else, I want to have a family with Karla and be fully accepted in her life and be good enough. And I felt so defeated because I'm literally making a recording of myself making a recording, but because I had a health episode while driving them, and also like admittingly I was irresponsible. Before we got on the highway, I should have immediately pulled over and just said, Karla, you know, I'm sorry, but I need you to drive. And heck, there was a fucking Popeyes chicken right there. Could have just went through the drive-thru. Oh, could have gotten at least a drink or something. And we had plenty of time. We were like 45 minutes early before the appointment, but I think they took him a little earlier anyways. But like, and the GPS said we were still like 4 minutes away, and I just didn't know if I was gonna make it. I felt like I was gonna black out. And but I downed some Gatorade. Thank God I had that, because obviously my sugar was low, and but that took a while to kick in. But it helped enough to make it there. I just stayed calm, just breathe and realize, all right, your eyes are open, you can see what's happening, you haven't fainted, even if you feel like you're going to. And but like I felt so defeated, and I even shared that with Karla, and I was afraid to share that with her because I don't want to be abandoned or lose her. And then she turns around and does it tonight, like, and then says, "Oh, I'm not abandoning you. Yeah, you are telling me you think I'm a piece of shit cheater." And it's fucked up because if I ever did that to Karla, if this was a hickey on my leg and not a bruise, and it's funny because I literally just touched it again. It's a fucking bruise that fucking hurts, even if it's a week old. And yeah, hickey wouldn't hurt like this. She's fucking ridiculous, man. It's just a giant paradox. Anyways, I shared with her that it kills me that I know that I would be a liability if I drove Jazeel anywhere by myself. And I hate knowing that. So how can I truly be there for them if I'm just half of a person and I can't even drive them? And it fucking kills. Like, what if I committed suicide tonight? Like, I don't mean to worry you, Mom, but like, this is reality. What if someone poured their whole life into someone and then got falsely accused of cheating on someone, and then we're just left abandoned? And knowing the reality of, even if there's a whole world out there to explore, that can't be replaced by the person you truly love, that consumes you, fulfills you, except for when they falsely accuse you. Like, what if I just gave up? I said I just continue to pour my life into her, and I'm not good enough. I wasn't good enough for her mom to even say hi to me. I just literally safely helped return. You know, I was there for Karla. I let her use my car because she's worried that it's so hot in Vegas that something is wrong with her car. It's like making a noise, and she knows that my hybrid car would do better, and once it finally kicks in, I have better AC. I also have ventilated seats, at least in the front. She specifically requested if she could use my car and I could come get them and drive them to Jazeel's appointment. And I didn't realize that we were going there to find out that his tumor's growing back. And I feel so horrible because I've been so focused on just playing poker and everything else that's going on in the world. And I judge Jazeel so harshly because of his anger problems, and, you know, call him like a spoiled brat and point out the fact that Karla chose not to discipline him enough growing up, and that even his own brother says that he doesn't act up at his father's house. And I would, you know, harshly judge Karla in the past for that, when he might not even have that much longer to live. So it's like, yeah, it's not good that he punches his grandmother and family, but like, if he truly doesn't have much longer to live, let him fucking do what he wants. If he wants to walk around the neighborhood, let the kid live his life. If he wants to go knock on a fucking neighbor's door that he doesn't know, and he wants to explore, he doesn't have much time left potentially. You know, maybe they'll be able to treat the tumor and he'll have more time than I realize, but And I wish Karla would tell me what kind of tumor he has. Like, this is an opportunity where I can make a difference in someone's life. And it kills me because, I bring up things like this, and Karla's like, you're just changing the subject and gaslighting and manipulating. I'm literally talking about being there for her autistic son with a brain tumor, and she accuses me of that. I tried to mess with Alexandra in January. I messed with Jasmine, and I wore protection. So yeah. Yeah, I'm sure subconsciously I didn't want to show Karla the bruise on my leg because I knew that she would accuse me like this. But it was such a deep bruise. I also subconsciously knew it was still going to be here this weekend. But Karla and I have been so amazing together. She wouldn't just flat out accuse me like she used to in the past. She would still have her moments where she's like, am I safe with you? Have you been with anyone? Yada yada. But as far as I can remember, she wouldn't just flat out accuse me. And then tonight it went right back to that. And so I will record myself if I have to. And the sad thing is, if I record myself for the next week straight, she's just going to be like, oh, it's an act. It'll never be good enough for her until she can learn to possibly go back to therapy with me and really live in the saying, trust is a healthy foundation of a relationship. Until she can do that, these moments are going to keep coming up. And I hate it. I went through another 10 months of hell without her. I can't fucking do this again. Like, is she that mentally retarded and blind? I literally denied 2 women that wanted to date me. Jasmine said I was everything she looked for in a man, and I broke Jasmine's heart. I turned down 2 gorgeous women because I wanted Karla back, and Karla could not appreciate that tonight. And she left me in the dust. She accused me a dozen times. She can't respect me. She accused me of being a liar. She said, oh, you'll just say whatever you think I want to hear so you can get some. So you can have your way and be with other people when I'm literally not with other people. And who knows? I was either carrying Karla around the pool, crawling through the kid portion of the pool. Could have been dropping my phone in the corner of the phone, banging my thigh. And it could have been moving stuff in my apartment, so. All I know is that is 100% a bruise. There's no imaginary woman. Nobody was sucking my thigh. No offense, but it's not my thigh that I would want. And that's gross, because I have a fucking wart right there. Ugh. That I need to go to the Las Vegas Skin Cancer Center and get removed. And I have another wart that I'm embarrassed to say that I need to get removed. It is a regular wart, just like you would get on your knuckles. I know because I researched it. Because if it was something else, there would be like a cluster of them. And using over-the-counter wart remover isn't strong enough. It keeps growing back. So I'm going to go to the doctor and have them apply it in person. Let the pros do it. I love you, Mom, with all my heart. I'm not ready to give up, but I literally don't want to be with anyone else. And the one person that I want to spend my life with just lost her mind tonight. She's blinded by her own insecurities. And she just can't see what's right in front of her. I have to upload this on YouTube just to send it to you. I don't know if Messenger allows hour-long videos, and God damn it, Mom. Why the fuck did this have to happen? Poker's not going great. And the love of my life is accusing me of cheating when I didn't. Accusing of a bruise that she likely caused of being a hickey from an imaginary person. And the guy that claimed he was going to back me for tournaments hasn't sent me any money. And I flew home from the people that care about me to come be with someone that truly doesn't care about me. I felt so fucking used tonight. They just fucking used me for a ride to find out important life information about Jazeel just for her to abandon me and say, well, I'm not sleeping with you unless you wear a condom because you're a fucking cheater. Who is a fucking psycho? If I fucking cheated on her, I would want her to kick me out of the fucking door. And now I know the truth. Karla wants to be with other people while she's accusing it of me because she's clearly thinks that I did that. So now she's like, and she even said it herself, I'm going to go get a hickey from someone else and bring it to you. Then you can know how it feels. That is so fucked. That is literally narcissism. She doesn't even realize that she's doing that. Because she refuses to believe that she's falsely accusing of me. And then she's simultaneously saying, I don't see her side, but she doesn't see my side. Yes, Karla, I see your side. You're falsely accusing me of a bruise being a hickey because it is in a convenient location on my inner thigh. I wonder if I even remember her, like, kicking or hitting me with her hand and then apologizing. I'd say, it's okay. I actually think I remember the fucking moment it happened. Are you kidding me? This is life is a joke. That's how the Watchmen started. It's all a joke. It's all a joke. He gets killed by his own teammate. Dressed up as like a undercover assassin, but like he's the strongest and fastest guy on the earth other than Dr. Manhattan. Let's see. I could be misremembering, but I don't know. But yes, I swear with my life. A 1,000,000% a bruise, however it happened. It definitely did not happen from another woman because I wasn't with another woman. And I'm not going to go run to try and be with another woman just because Karla thinks that that's what I want. What I want is for the love of my life to recognize that I love her with all my heart, to see that I fucking put in the effort and drove across town to be with her because I understand her family only has one vehicle and her mom went to the casino. The same person who judged me for being a poker player, at least I play a game that I win long term. She's literally going there to play slots and blow her disability or social security check. I'm having my moment where I'm losing at poker, but I'm not. I don't fire up a session saying, "Oh yeah, I'm playing something that I'm going to lose long term, like a slot game." Why doesn't she at least learn advantage slots? Then she can actually make money. Santa Fe is one of the perfect casinos that has a gazillion advantage slot machines. It has like this game called Ultimate X. You could theoretically make $100 a day just from that. I don't know. She's tried to message me, so. And this sucks because from past experience, anytime I put my foot down and walk away when she can't respect me and have honest, open communication and trust, it turns into her further accusing me. It's just never going to be good enough. Oh, you didn't wear a condom because you know that you were with someone else and you just want to get away with not wearing one with me. Like, she's so retarded. I already feel guilty enough of jerking off to porn on Wednesday and like Sunday or Monday night because that takes away from the experience with her. But instead of going to be with someone else and being a complete fucking shitbag and cheating on someone, I chose to watch porn. Because that's something Carl and I have always been okay with each other if we do. Sorry for the TMI, but this is the reality of my situation, and It sucks, man. Life is short. And, like, yeah, the movie, I watched the majority of Final Destination. It's at least a reminder life can be over at any second. Why does it have to be that at any second Karla can go psychotic and accuse of Bruise of being a hickey, and then now it's just gonna progress further where the next time she sees me, she's not. There's no way she's not gonna want to wear protection, even if I literally record my entire day. Like, her mindset isn't gonna magically change. She's having this power trip where she wants to control me for something I didn't even do and punish me because of her own past trauma, her own insecurity, and she refuses to acknowledge that it's insecurity. What it feels like, maybe she was kind of acknowledging. Well, she was communicating to that to me, but she might not admit that that's the word, the definition. She was saying I need to feel safe. But it's because I think you're a piece of shit and you're a fucking cheater. And it's like that somehow made her happy, and in her mind it opened the door so she could go be with other people. And she said it herself. She's gonna go put a hickey on her leg and then show it to me. And then I'm gonna have to not go psycho because I was with no one, and now she's potentially gonna go be with someone else, and I might just go psychotic because it's all a fucking joke. How can the person who got accused of being with an imaginary person, for that person who accused them, for them to go be with someone else? It's all a joke. We're supposed to be planning to go to El Salvador together. In between then, we talked about, I talked about paying for all of us to do a Lake Tahoe trip because she wanted to do like a boat tour similar to what we did in Michigan. Like, things were, other than her mom not wanting me there and us having to sneak around to sleep with each other and see each other on a weekend night, like middle schoolers sneaking around, because we can't just all choose peace with each other. You know, and now that I found this out about Jaziel, his tumor growing back, like, that's what I want to focus on. Like, I want to slow down on the poker and actually take care of what's important in life. Dear God, I'm asking you, you know that I love Karla with all my life. You know that she's my other half, and I feel fully connected with her. Like, even just laying here, it's like she's across the room, like her spirit is wanting to connect with me. Like we're two souls gravitating towards each other. And when I'm with her, I feel completely whole and one. And you know that I want more than anything in life to make it work with her. And I've been doing that. If I've ever had any fears or doubts, you know that I live it every day of my life. She finally messaged me. if I have any respect for myself, and I don't, I just had a hard arrhythmia. If I don't want to talk to the person that couldn't respect me tonight, I can continue to record myself and go to sleep. And if she wants to falsely accuse me of being with anyone, and I can just show her video proof, my phone memory might fill up, but at least I remembered to lower it to 480p instead of 1080p. So, but then I recorded this hour plus video to send to you, Mom, the other most important woman in my life, and she could actually be showing up to my place. But what? She's just asking for more negativity because she's not going to change her mind. She's just going to break up with me in person, but most likely. She would rather break up than to have an honest, open, trusting relationship. Dude, my Facebook cover photo literally shows the candle that I got her that says favorite person. It's all a joke to her. It doesn't mean anything to her. I brought over 2 pieces of lingerie and some cotton candy lube. All that effort just to get falsely accused. Singing to her anniversary song, the other song, or sing her other songs in the recent past. I have alerts on my calendar to remind me to share like Joel Osteen verses with her, but I've been putting it off. It's all a joke. Literally Joel Osteen, and this is what she does to me. I think she showed her true colors tonight. I think she communicated loud and clear that she can't trust. I even can show the old screenshot where she posted on Facebook, commented, she can never be in a committed relationship because she knows that she'll always be a cheater. She literally typed that. I'm not making that up. This is why I love to record everything and take screenshots, because I never want to get accused of being what my father was. I'm not making this shit up in my head. I'm sorry to pass this stress on to you, Mom. But I know I'm your son, and I know you worry about me, and like, what am I supposed to do? Go hit the open road? Like, I can't live with myself. I can't go play poker and start. What am I saving up for? There's the one person I want to save up for doesn't want this with me. She doesn't love me. If she loved me, she wouldn't have done that to me. I get it. A part of her loves me, but she can't just fully commit to loving me, because deep down inside she's a cheater. But maybe just the fact that I watched a porn Wednesday night of another woman that's similar to her, maybe that makes me no different. But I didn't fucking go try and find someone like that in real life. Why, when I have an amazing $200 million porn star quality girlfriend who's supposed to be my wife by now? God damn it. I can't find anyone else. Why would I? Why not just put the effort into making it work with Karla, even if tonight was a giant speed bump? But how can I make it work with someone who's said it herself she can so easily go be with someone else? She doesn't want to be committed to me. She's asking to go be with other people. I want to be committed to her. Worst case scenario, since we don't live together and I'm not welcome to come over on a Wednesday, occasionally watch an adult video. Watch some. This page is called Latinas, and they have Facebook stories every day, and they show these very attractive women. So it is a reminder that there are other voluptuous, but a lot of them have fake boobs though. But there are other women who do look beautiful in lingerie, etc. But there, I would say 95% or more of them I'm just not attracted to. This page is just really good at selecting really good short videos of gorgeous women. They have similar taste. But yeah, God, if you're real, I finally want full love and peace with Karla. I know traveling the world is my other desire. I don't need other people. I need other continents and valleys and waterways and the ocean and mountains and cities. Yummy Italian food. Asian food. It's sad because I was barely raising, like, we were already practically whispering. For some reason I thought Sebastian left, but when Karla said hang with his friends, obviously she meant on the fucking computer. So he pretty much potentially heard a lot of our conversation, and that's so toxic, man. That is an unhealthy environment. He's on his computer talking to his buddy, and he's saying Karla's like accusing me of having a hickey on my thigh over and over again. What kind of healthy dynamic is that? And then I'm trying to calmly tell her, and then my voice would slightly raise, and she's like, "Don't yell. You're raising your voice. Like, don't get angry." I'm literally barely showing. That was very minor frustration, like just vibration in my voice as I'm getting falsely accused of something. Like, who? Now you're telling me I can't even get slightly upset? Like, that sounded like total manipulation of, like, trying to make me the bad guy somehow. While I'm getting falsely accused. Oh, you're about to have an anger outburst, Brooke. I could have let my emotions go. I could have literally went full primal right there, but what would that accomplish? Congratulations, Karla. You were wrong, 1,000% wrong, and falsely accused me, and I communicated that with you by going into a complete rage and ending you. That wouldn't accomplish anything. That's literally what I'm trying to tell people on Facebook. That Israel and Palestine need to learn to coexist, split up the land equally, respect each other's boundaries. Palestinians in general are extremists, but there's extremists that took them over, Hamas, who was literally forcing them to pretend like they believe the same thing they believe, because if Palestine doesn't repeat what they believe, they can be literally executed. It's like North fucking Korea. But at the end of the day, literally love and peace is the answer, and that's exactly what Karla and I need, and I love her with all my heart, and I'll wait for her to love me in return, but she can't do that when she thinks that a bruise on my leg is a hickey. And it's sad because she's gonna go on like Kick or something and do like a poll and or show different people and say, well, and it's sad. She would rather survey other people and say, is this a hickey or a bruise? I should look that up right now. Pictures of hickeys versus pictures of bruises. But no matter what I do, whatever proof I show her, it'll never be good enough. She'll be like, oh, you just happened to find the one article with a picture of a bruise on someone's thigh, and how do I know that their bruise is a bruise? It'll just never be good enough. This sucks because every fucking week since we've been back together, like, she is my everything. Like, making love to her is the culmination of the entire week. And for the longest time, we typically only see each other one night out of the week. And because I'm 40 now, that's really all I mostly need. And it would be complete perfection and ecstasy in just becoming one with her. Everything would feel perfect. And I know that she needed the same thing at the end of the week. And it would be ecstasy and de-stress each other, and we would just melt into each other. And she would literally say, I needed that. Like, what we share in those intimate moments, I wish everyone could experience. I've talked to so many guys that are like, I don't need anyone. And then I would describe to them the connection that I have with Karla, and you can tell they're thinking about it. The way we held each other's hand, even momentarily. I would put my hand on her leg because it was better if she drove us home. Still wasn't feeling 100%. And like, she would put her fingers through my fingers, and like it just felt so perfect. And tonight she completely abandoned me, or she was stuck in her decision. And her decision was to unfairly, falsely accuse me of cheating, falsely accuse a bruise of being an imaginary hickey. It's all a joke. It's all a great paradox. Trying to have a healthy relationship with someone who is so insecure, they'd rather falsely accuse you and believe their own lie to protect themselves from their past trauma than to ever respect you as a partner, as a human being, and just leave you in their wake, paying for dinner last night, paying for the gas and the wear and tear on my car, driving, having a health episode. And that was just yesterday. Driving across town to meet them at the Henderson swimming pool where I likely got this bruise. This bruise is a symbol of the effort I put in to be a family with them. Even if I wasn't welcome in their home after the swimming pool and after yesterday, this bruise is a symbol of my love for their family. And instead, I got the complete opposite reaction. I theoretically could have, yeah, now that I think about it, I wonder if I banged my thigh on the car door. I've done that multiple times already. Yep, it's all a joke. This reminds me of something that happened to Corey Walland recently. Christian friend that helped me move stuff out of my house. So he always put his passport in a specific spot in a specific drawer for like the whole year or two he lived in these people's house. And he had already bought the plane tickets to go to a mission trip in Mexico a couple days ago. And when he went to grab his passport, it wasn't there, and he looked all over the room. I don't know who he lives with or why some sick person would play a sick joke on him and prevent him from going on his mission trip. But after a couple of days, when he had already missed the chance to leave, his passport was in a different location in his room, and he swore up and down that when he searched his entire room, he had already looked there, and then it just magically appeared. Like he thought it was supernatural, and God, for some reason, made him stay behind in Vegas. When in reality, I'm logical and know that either he just overlooked it and didn't remember moving it, or someone in his household sabotaged him and then made his put his passport back. I need to ask him, do you live with any kids? Because that's probably who's guilty if someone moved it. Some little kid going through your stuff. Something that I craved my entire life was another soul, a lover to fully connect with, and somehow I found the girl that can't have any kids with me. Somehow I screwed up and smoked the wrong weed and gave myself all these health problems. I used to run 3 miles a day. I could still run 3 miles a day in 19 minutes, years removed from high school. Most adult males can't do that. I still had a chance back then to, at minimum, play overseas paid basketball. Because I literally played people who were pros. It was just as good, if not better, than them. I finally found the connection with a very broken person that would break me in return. I feel completely used. And she tried to use the excuse of, well, you can have sex with me as long as you wear a condom and for the foreseeable future till we set some ground rules. But that was her continuing the narrative of falsely accusing me, because she was, the ground rules would have been, oh, Brock, I know that you're with other people, even though I'm fucking not. And she kept saying, I'm not playing these mind games. Well, congratulations, Karla, I'm not playing these mind games. And I somewhat tried to take Chris Shire's past advice where Heather was going psycho. One day she was saying, I never want to be with you again, Chris. And then months would go by, and then she'd be like, I want you, and can I just come over and be with you? And Chris would calmly be like, Heather, I love you, I want to have a life with you, but I can't keep doing this back and forth. You need to decide, do you want to be with me or not? If you don't want to be with me, I wish you well. And she would just keep doing this psycho back and forth. So I tried to just calmly talk to Karla tonight, other than when she claims my voice was raising. It sucks, because no matter how much you love someone that's like that, you'll never be good enough. They think that all men are cheaters. I thought Karla and I had moved past that. But she showed her true colors again tonight. She's not capable of love and trust fully, when that's all I wanted. And she can't give me the same in return. And it's sad, she's self-sabotaging. She's like, well then, if that's what you truly want, then go find someone that you can have that with. Because that ain't me. I'm a broken fucking bitch. And I'll self-sabotage all I want. I love you, Mom. Sorry for the almost 2-hour video. I'm going to keep recording on my screen. Good night, God. I love you. You know the truth. You know that I wasn't with anyone. You know that that's a bruise and not a hickey. And I know you're here for me and know that, God, but if there's any way for you to move through Karla's heart and reveal to her the truth and open her eyes and let her know how much I love her. And if I've ever had fears of pulling away, that I know with all my life that she completes me and it's perfect with her. And I may always be a liability and a risk of driving her and her family, and especially Jazeel, and just knowing that that might be a roadblock, and that she might have to be the one to drive Jazeel places, or at least us take turns. That way, if I don't feel good, that she can always drive us the rest of the way. I know there's a whole world out there, God, but she makes me happier than anything. You know, with all of you're literally the universe. You're the entire universe, entire existence. You know that this bruise is a fucking bruise, and I wasn't with anyone. Whether it was from carrying Karla, crawling around in the pool, and the kids' part, slamming. I know I've slammed the edge of my driver's car door. Whatever causes bruise, it 100% was not an imaginary woman. And it sucks because if Karla is truly done with me, obviously I'm going to talk about the abuse she put me through tonight, and that I deserve better. And it's sad that such a perfect love story ended with her having another psychotic episode. And yes, if I look past her falsely accusing me repetitively, no matter how calmly I try to love her and communicate with her, yes, I understand she was asking for me to wear a condom so she felt safe no matter what, whether I was telling the truth or not. Deep down, that's what she was trying to communicate, but then she's ignoring the fact that she's falsely accusing me, so it's literally a paradox. And this is exactly why Gaza and Israel can't get along, because Gaza was run by Hamas, who wants death to Israel, and they're extremists. Israel in the past, Israel literally blockaded the entire city. And even though it's not right, that's why Hamas retaliated and broke into their city, because they're literally blockaded in. It's like the world's largest open-air prison. And they had past conflicts, so this was been an ongoing thing. So it was more than just Hamas doing the horrible October 7th massacre and taking people hostage. But Israel is capitalizing and using the excuse of, well, there's still 20 hostages left. We don't know if they're alive. But we have killed 61,000 people in the process. And Israel can't admit that they chose to settle there and believe that that's their holy land, and they took the land from other people, supposedly. Surrounded by Arab countries, and you kind of got what you asked for. It's going to be a never-ending war, potentially, till humanity is wiped out. Till AI takes over, because AI is going to realize that religion is the cause of all wars other than hatred and anger. And people having two sides having different beliefs and can't come and agree and choose to kill each other instead of for eternity choosing peace. There might be moments of peace, but then the wars break out again. And yeah, Russia used to own the land that Ukraine is part of Ukraine. Ukraine won't give it back, so Russia went psychotic over some fucking land when they are literally the biggest country in the world with the most land. No sense. I love you, Mom. I love you, God. I pray for love and forgiveness for Karla, and I hate saying this, but I did that for 10 months, and it took real effort. The thing that ultimately brought the world is literally dependent on physics and chemistry and humans and their emotions and how we were designed. And how Karla and I were designed was we have an attraction for each other that still existed deep down beneath any hatred she had for me. I looked past my own resentment of her actions towards me, and no matter what we went through, we ended up back together. And I know that hopping in my car and driving to another state to go on like a poker getaway or pilgrimage, even if I did well, I've tried playing poker while we've been broken up. It doesn't matter how much money I win, it's never going to fulfill me. God, I love her with all my life. I've been told by therapists and my mom at some point I need to have self-respect, so I tried to do that tonight. I was honest with Karla. I communicated. I'm faithful. I'm committed to her, but if she can't be committed to me, and if she can't treat me with the same level of respect in return, at some point I have to put my foot down. It is not healthy for one partner to falsely accuse the other. And I don't want to turn around and do the same thing to her just to prove a point. All I wanted tonight was to drive and be with her and kiss her and hold her and make love to her in that fucking gorgeous blue fishnet outfit, teal blue, or like baby blue. She looks so fucking perfect, and she just had to lose her fucking mind and take it out on me. Why? Just like Corley Wallen was asking, why can't I find my passport? When I was called to this Mexican mission trip, why did Karla have to do this to me tonight? And I get it. It's literally physics. I bruised my leg somehow. I'm human. I'm fucking pale white, so a bruise is gonna stick out. And then in Karla's mind, it looks like a hickey because it doesn't matter when she saw it. If she saw it fresh, she would still accuse it of being a hickey. And I don't think I made any video diaries talking about it to prove like what it is somehow. Mom, I don't even know if I told you that I bruised myself, so. But this was Karla's ultimate test, and she failed miserably.